Today is 865th day that I'm here to listen to learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about being beautiful or handsome and being attractive. Does it have any impact on your life? Of course it does. Of course it does. I think that when I think about really being attractive, I think that some people give too much emphasis on that, and some people even not understand how we're able to become more attractive. Now, of course, we have a physical appearance, and if you have internal appearance. And sometimes we meet person and we feel that we attract to that person and we do not know what it is. And I do believe that a lot of times it's not how they look, but what kind of frequencies do they send to universe? What kind of essence do they bring outside of themselves? I think it's very, very powerful to understand that attractiveness is not just about physical beauty. It's about internal beauty. And I think that physical beauty could be given. Now, of course, you're able to work on it because physical appearance, you are able to work on a daily basis to make sure that you are physically attractive. But I think that it's a more important thing that we need to work on and is much more powerful is internal beauty, internal attractiveness. Like our soul, our character is massively attractive traits that we're able to work on it and make sure that we are more attractive. Now, so I will start sharing that there's five advantages. Five advantages when you have a physical attractiveness. And those are really the first one is first impression. Because if people see how you look and you never had chance to speak, how is a person know how beautiful you are inside? Of course, they will judge in one way or another based how you look, who you are as a person. So first impression is very important, especially when we think about career paths that you are in the front. Now with the back and stuff, like of course, like some kind of IT, software engineering, you don't speak as much with people, even though that of course, you need to improve your career, you need to speak to get in interviewed and get job, and it is important later on. But it's much less important as other opportunities like sales, where you communicate with people on a consistent basis. So people who are very attractive, they are able to build rapport and trust much, much faster and gives them a faster head start. Now, of course, after the head start, you still need to perform to get results. But at least 5-10% is much, much easier to work on. Number two is job opportunities. Now, it's even some studies or some research shows that it's much easier to get a job when you're very physically attractive. And of course, that's just again, it's easier. It gives you some head start, but again, you still need to show the proof that you're able to perform. Number three is social interactions. Now, I truly believe that this is attractive people have a tendency to build connections and network much more easy. It's easier for them to really go and connect. And I think that is most likely because number four is confidence boost. So with that confidence, people attract people because people are attracted to confidence, but people who are lacking confidence will be attracted by people who have confidence. That's how it is all the times. People who admire, a lot of times people admire people for the things that they do not have. People admire people for the things that they do not have. It might be that consistency, it might be that confidence, it might be that communication. It could be like maybe physical body. Like a lot of times people follow people just for the things because they just, it might be that they're a little bit envious, but at the same time they are inspired and aspired by that as well. And number five is perceived competence. There's a perceived confidence that the people who look great and physically attractive, that they have that knowledge, they have expertise, and that is probably one of the most important parts of the advantage is that feeling and being attractive physically a lot of times gives you edge because people start to believe that you really have the knowledge, even though that you might be that still lacking. So now that we understood that there is some advantages of physical attractiveness, but now we need to understand that life is a marathon. It's like marathon, like it's a long, long, long run, so 100 years. So imagine that you going to run marathon and there, of course, there's physically attractive people and less attractive people who run that marathon. I truly believe that when we think about physical attractive people, they will run 10 miles. They will have a 10 miles ahead. So most people start at mile one, but people who are already physically attractive will start at mile 10. So when it's people who are not physically attractive, they'll say, "Oh, it doesn't make sense why they're running like 10 miles ahead of me," and they sometimes even quit altogether. But people who are smart, people who understand that I'm able to change, I'm able to improve, they start running, and they're running faster than those people who are physically attractive potentially. And at some point, because you build internal attractiveness, you will outrun anybody who is on in your path. But you will outrun them not because how fast they run, because you will outrun because you are getting your pace. You are outperforming. So you are running faster and faster and faster. You then started catching up other people and then bypassing them because you are putting consistent activities, consistent action into the things that it allows you to become much more attractive. Now, and I think about really what is that traits that really make sure that you are physically attractive. And I think that I would love to really just mention a few that really makes you physically, not physically attractive, but internal attractive. People will be attracted to you because of those traits. So number one that I already mentioned, confidence. Confidence is frequently one of those traits, attractive traits that people really want to be attached because people are very shy a lot of times, and the best way to get out of being shy is really have a circle of confident people. So when you are in a life season of like, I want to be more confident. So start hanging out with very confident people. And though people who are very confident, what they'll do, they brush off the comments onto you. So that means that if you are very confident, you will attract people who potentially are very confident at the same time and people who are not confident. So that means you will be able to have peers who are very confident and at the same time people who are you want to follow you because you have their confidence. Very attractive. Number two is sense of humor. Being able to really lighten up the room. Being able to really use humor to really elevate other people's minds because I really love the saying that humor is opening the door. It cracks all the mistrust. And people are able to really start thinking because the humor is allowing you to start to build trust, allowing you to really break down all the walls that potentially could be with the person, and they open up and they are open up to be influenced by you, and it's very powerful. Number three is kindness and empathy. It's very attractive. Being able to see that someone cares for other people. I really love that the person who was expert in sales was like was the best in the company, making millions of dollars a year. And he asked, "What was the traits that allowed you to really sell at that level?" And said two traits, and he said that confidence and being able to make sure that people understand that I care. So that means that he said that confidence and kindness. You need to prove that you care about the other person, and you need to have that empathy and confidence at the same time to really perform at the highest level. I truly believe that. Number four is intelligence. Now, when I think about attractiveness, intelligence is a little bit different. Like that means it could be smart knowledge. That means like PhD, doctors, and really having the knowledge. And then after that, there's a street smart. That means that being able to figure out by themselves and be very wise. Now, I know that in life, majority of the time, 80% of the time, people succeed in life when they are focusing on their street smart, being wise, understanding how you're able to use knowledge and implement the knowledge. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter all the knowledge that you have. What matters is how much of your knowledge that you have able to implement, and it's very powerful. I think that is very important to understand that we are not supposed to be information gatherers, knowledge gatherers. We're supposed to be information implementers. It's all about implementing and execution. I think that is, and people who see that someone is taking action, has the knowledge, has the wisdom, and they implementing things. I think that is very attractive. Number five is passion. When you see that someone is obsessively passionate about something and really make sure that things get better, this is very attractive. So when you are pursuing something with a massive passion, will be attracted to that. Number six is honesty and integrity. Honesty and integrity. People want to be around honest and people who really live their lives with integrity. Because they know that you are able to trust them. And if you want to trust them, that means that you feel like home around them. You don't need to hide anything. You're just able to be yourself because you know that they are themselves. Number seven is adaptability. It's a very attractive trait. that you're able to really go in different rooms and really adjust yourself in the same way that you're able to, because leaders are able to adjust themselves. Be able to go to a room and find where people are and not where you are. So that means you're able to be authentic, keep your character, keep your values, but the way how you communicate, the way how you do things could be adjusted based on the people that you are around with. It's very, very important. Number 8 is ambition and drive. Now, if you have that massive ambition, and have that undivided attention and focus and ambition and focus for that one thing that you're pursuing, is very, very, very attractive to see someone that driven. But because some people say like, oh, like you will never achieve something. But if you keep your ambition and you go pursue it, people will admire you for not giving up. Because majority of people giving up for their dreams, for their aspirations, and not giving up is one of the most attractive things, because people get attracted because they are attracted to things they do not have. So that they gave up, they don't have the perseverance, so they will be looking into you because how to get the perseverance. Number 9 is positive attitude. This is one of the most attractive things. Attitude. I truly believe that attitude is one of the most attractive things. So that means if you really want to be more attractive, just cultivate attitude, gratefulness. When you're able to really see every opportunity, like every setback, as opportunity, every opportunity to say something thankful, grateful, appreciative, even during the hardest times. Because most people see like negative now and able to see positive in a realistic way. People really want to be drawn to you because they want to have the positive. They want to have hope and faith in their life. And number 10, are probably the most important, and really this is essentially very, very important, and that means good communication skills. Again, doesn't matter how much you know. What matters is how well you communicate how much you know. And when people see how well you communicate your ideas, when you communicate in a way that influences people, and you make complex things in a simple way, and you really share your ideas in a way that you're able to transform people's lives, of course, that will allow to be very, very attractive. And I think that the communication is such a one of the things that you're able to really get better for a lifetime. Because every single month I learn something new about communication. And there's like always thinking like how I didn't know about this part. I think that a lot of times it's not that I didn't know. I just was not able to understand it yet. Because that's this beautiful thing. When you go through life, at some point you do not understand a lot of things, but when you grow through life, you start to understand more and more because you're getting more perspective and you start to see more and more. So I think that communication is one of the things that we supposed to invest a lot of time in on a daily basis. And it doesn't matter who you are, what kind of career path you chose. I truly believe that communication skills is one of the things that must be developed to become more attractive. Now, of course, there's a lot of different things to be able to become more attractive, like really taking care of your health in the highest level. And it shows that if you take care of your health in the highest level, people say, look, if he love himself to take care of them, that means that he has a lot of things to share. Because people who do not take care of themselves, it shows that they feel that they're not enough. They don't have the confidence, they don't have ambition. And that is very, very important, that you become much more attractive when you take care of yourself. And there's one way is that physically you're able to take care of yourself, and second, you're able to take care of your knowledge, your wisdom, your internal confidence, and on the skills that you're able to develop over time and traits. So I hope you reflect how attractive are you physically, how attractive are you like internally, and you'll start working because both of them could be improved. So I hope you just win and see you tomorrow.